A dilapidated World War II-era ship, deliberately grounded on a tiny reef, has transformed into a critical military outpost, triggering fears of a potential conflict in one of the world's most disputed regions. As tensions soar and accusations fly, join us on a journey through the murky waters of geopolitical brinkmanship, where a decaying ship holds the key to a high-stakes game of power and strategy. We cover the twists and turns as the Philippines maneuvers to assert its rights, China flexes its maritime muscle, and the US walks a delicate tightrope in the face of an increasingly volatile situation. A growing international dispute is unfolding between the Philippines, the United States, and China over an old ship turned into a military outpost in the South China Sea. This rusty World War II-era ship was intentionally grounded on a small reef by the Philippines in 1999. A small group of troops remains on board to claim the area amid the heated territorial disputes in the South China Sea. Enter Ferdinand Marcos Jr., the current Philippine president, whose tenure has witnessed a crescendo of accusations against China, coupled with a pivot towards closer ties with the United States and fortified by a mutual defense treaty. This geopolitical maneuvering amplifies the stakes in an already volatile region, particularly as China flexes its maritime muscle. Recent provocations include a condemnation-worthy incident where the Chinese Coast Guard unleashed a water cannon on a Philippine vessel attempting to deliver vital supplies to troops stationed on the BRP Sierra Madre, the stranded ship on the Second Thomas Shoal in the Spratly Islands. China's demands for the removal of the rusting relic persist, with the embassy in Manila accusing Washington of not only supporting but also inciting the Philippines in reinforcing the BRP Sierra Madre. Beijing levels allegations that the US is orchestrating a global coalition to sensationalize the South China Sea issue, framing it as an unwarranted interference in regional affairs. The embassy statement resounds with a stern warning. The South China Sea is not to be trifled with by external forces seeking to sow discord and provoke conflict. The US, even though not directly involved in the dispute, sees the South China Sea as crucial to its interests. The US has a mutual defense treaty with the Philippines, and its Defense Secretary, Lloyd Austin, emphasizes the strong alliance with a call to his Philippine counterpart. China claims almost the entire South China Sea, including the area where the Sierra Madre is grounded. However, an international tribunal in The Hague ruled in 2016 that China's broad claims have no legal basis. China rejects this ruling, calling it a political drama orchestrated by the US. The Philippines accuses the Chinese Coast Guard of blocking its resupply missions to the Sierra Madre. In a dramatic confrontation, the Philippine Coast Guard made a startling accusation against its Chinese counterpart. Allegedly, a military-grade laser was directed at one of the Philippine vessels during its mission to support the Navy in delivering crucial food and supplies to troops stationed at Second Thomas Shoal, more commonly known as a UN shoal in the Philippines. Compounding the intensity of this incident is the strategic location of the shoal, firmly within the country's exclusive economic zone. This unsettling event serves as a pivotal moment, underscoring the precarious nature of the maritime tensions in the region. Wu Shen, a spokesperson for China's Ministry of National Defense, said its Coast Guard had blocked the Philippine ship in accordance with the law and took warning law enforcement measures. Analysts have said Chinese authorities have historically differentiated between Philippine attempts to resupply the ship with humanitarian goods and with construction or military materials. The Chinese ministry suggested it had targeted only Philippine ships carrying construction materials to the Sierra Madre. Colonel Medel Aguilar, spokesperson, PH to Armed Forces, said, "From what I say, that our Coast Guard and our Navy personnel behaved in a very professional manner. What is important right now, as of this very moment, is that we are able to bring the necessary supplies to our people stationed at the BRP Sierra Madre in a safe manner without causing or incurring injury in the process. This is a humanitarian resupply mission. Only barbarians at the gate will delight in seeing soldiers on a peaceful mission denied of food." Juan Miguel Zubiri, PH Senate President. In a geopolitical chess match over the disputed Second Thomas Shoal, China's water cannon episode is framed as a warning, with Beijing emphasizing its exercise of rational restraint. Asserting the Philippines' commitment to defend its sovereign rights, the Foreign Ministry justified the establishment of a permanent station as a response to China's 1995 occupation of Mischief Reef. Contradicting claims of a prior promise, Manila denies any agreement to tow away the grounded Sierra Madre. Amidst the tensions, Philippines National Security Council spokesperson Jonathan Malaya emphatically declares the country would never abandon the Ayungin Shoal. As the maritime drama unfolds, the pivotal question remains: will diplomatic negotiations defuse this volatile situation or escalate the regional standoff? Amidst the simmering tensions in the South China Sea, the Philippines has adopted a strategic approach, opting for a calculated response rather than plunging into a confrontational stance with China. Manila's covert maneuver involves bolstering its position at the Second Thomas Shoal, a disputed submerged reef claimed by China but traditionally controlled by the Philippines. In a bold move, Manila is erecting a permanent facility on the shoal, allocating over $1 million to the project. This seemingly innocuous structure, built as a shelter for Filipino fishermen, conceals a deeper purpose. The focal point of attention is the dilapidated BRP Sierra Madre, marooned on the Second Thomas Shoal. Despite its rusting facade, this vessel serves as a crucial asset for the Philippines, acting both as a military base and a symbol of territorial assertion. It functions as a strategic marker and an observation post for Filipino Marines, who vigilantly monitor Chinese activities. The mere presence of these soldiers prevents Manila from losing control over the disputed reef. The new facility, under the guise of a shelter, acts as a subtle reinforcement of territorial claims and aims to establish a resilient and conspicuous Philippine presence in the region. Manila's nuanced approach, playing a tactical game on the geopolitical chessboard, creatively weaves an aura of anxiety around China, compelling them to reassess their presumptions in the contested waters of the South China Sea. Months ago, President Ferdinand Marcos vowed not to succumb to Chinese coercion, emphasizing the Philippines' commitment to uphold rights under the Constitution and international law. Recent incidents, including challenges faced by the AFP chief, underscore Filipino resolve in defending territorial integrity. He further said, "It is a proud demonstration of Filipino courage against coercion and our firm resolve to protect, preserve, and uphold our territorial integrity." In the tumultuous waters of the South China Sea, geopolitical tensions are reaching a boiling point as China employs aggressive tactics to impede the Philippines' resupply missions to Marines stranded on a shipwreck. Manila's attempts to send crucial supplies, including food, have been repeatedly thwarted by the Chinese Navy, pushing the Marines to desperate measures, like relying on sea fishing for survival. Despite China's Defense Ministry spokesperson Wu Shen emphasizing a commitment to resolving differences through dialogue, the actions on the ground speak louder. The Philippines, unyielding in the face of Chinese warnings, has suspended a hotline with China and continues to assert its legal rights by sailing near the contested shore. In response, Filipino lawmakers are advocating for more robust measures, including permanent structures and enhanced cooperation with the United States. Their escalating tensions coincide with joint military drills between the Philippines and the US, their second in less than 2 months, signaling a united front against China's assertiveness. Moreover, the Philippines is strengthening its maritime alliances, engaging in joint patrols and exercises not only with the US, but also with India, drawing ire from Beijing. As the Philippines mobilize its allies and confront China head-on, the South China Sea becomes a volatile arena for power plays and strategic maneuvering. The looming question is whether diplomatic resolutions can prevail over the rising tide of regional hostilities. The Philippines, backed by allies like the US and India, confronts coercion head-on. Will this strategic game secure Sierra Madre and protect the nation's sovereignty in the contested South China Sea? Stay hooked for our upcoming video where we delve deeper into the unfolding narrative. Meanwhile, show some love by hitting the like button and subscribing for more compelling content. Your support keeps us going.